This is my first in a series of shoulder workouts. When you're doing these exercises, make sure you're smooth and slow in your movements. Start out with 3 sets of 15 repetitions, so pick a weight that you'll be able to achieve 15 reps. Then, as you get better, move into 3 sets to failure. The first exercise is the rotator cuff risers. When you're doing this, make sure, again, you're not pausing at the bottom like he is or going really fast. Keep a nice consistent movement all the way through. Make sure your elbows are high. Don't drop the elbows like they're showing in this picture. To get the full effect for your shoulders, you want to make sure that your upper arm is parallel to the floor. The next exercise is the side risers. Make sure that you do not go any higher than your shoulders during this exercise. Again, keep a nice smooth motion as you're performing this particular exercise. And make sure that you're not going any higher than your shoulders, or your arms do not go past your shoulders. So again, you're coming up and down, controlling the weight. Try not to pause at the bottom. Try to keep a continuous motion. As soon as you bottom out, start right back up to the top again. Obviously, he's not doing that in this particular video, so this is an example of how I don't want you to do it. Now, this here is a 45-degree risers. This particular exercise, make sure your arms are parallel to the ground, and what you're doing is you're throwing your arms up and back, as he's going to illustrate here in a second when he turns to the side. This particular exercise, you don't want to go heavy because it is different, and this is a injury prevention exercise, a really good one that will help you guys when you're doing boat handling and things like that in training. Next exercise you're doing is the rear deltoid risers, or for the back of the shoulders. With this, you can see that we're not doing it straight armed, so that we're isolating just the shoulder and not utilizing the tricep as much. So he has a bent arm, and he's focusing on lifting his elbows up and back, which will isolate the exercise and put all the effort on the shoulders instead of on the triceps. So as you can see, the elbows are going straight back and up as far as you can. If you were to pinch the elbows together, you'd also work the center of the back somewhat too. If the elbows are outward more, you're not going to contract the center of the back, thus you're just going to work the deltoids themselves. Next exercise is your bent over flies or risers. With this one, again, you're basically working the back of the shoulders. Most people neglect the back of the shoulders. If you're doing massive push-ups, you need to really work the rear deltoids also and the traps. This will help with good balance so that you're not ending up with any cracking, popping in the shoulders or bad rotator cuffs. The next exercise is Y's. It's called that because you're bent over, so your torso is parallel to the ground, and your arms are coming out and up in a Y position. This again is another really good injury preventive exercise for your shoulders. On these particular exercises, you don't want to overdo it. When you start getting sloppy or it starts to hurt really bad or you come to failure, stop, take a 1-minute break, and then repeat the exercises once again.